Okay, so we got through our response sheet, and the next page, can you sign into ETT with your own username and password? I want you to physically go to the ETT site and sign in with your own, not your manager's, not somebody else's, your very own RAC FID and your token. If you cannot do that, please, please, please check the no. I'm emailing my health and safety soup, and then email your health and safety soup so that we can get you your own access. Then can you get to the quick reference guide and show the most current waste disposal flow chart? So we get to the quick reference guide through our main ETT page. We're going to click on this link right here, our operator's quick reference guide. It does take a hot second to come up, so I've already got it up. And we are going to, this is how it'll open up, and we are looking for our waste disposal flow chart. So here it is right here. We're going to click on the hyperlink, and here it is. So we're going to go through, first we'll go back to this question and be able to answer that yes, we are able to find the most current waste disposal flow chart. And then we're going to go on to our next page. And as we are looking at our waste disposal flow chart, we're going to run through it just like this is a regular damage. So spilled, leaking liquid powder or surrendered to a DMP package, yes. Has it spilled outside of a vehicle except when inside the facility, or has it entered a drain, or has reportable quantity listed on the shipping papers? No. Does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? Contains nicotine and or other acute hazardous waste? Yes, it does. It tells us right on it that it contains nicotine. So we need to go to Appendix O. And what's super cool about getting to your waste disposal flow chart actually through the quick reference guide, this is hyperlinked. So you can just click right on it and it's going to take us to where we need to go. So if we go back to our hypothetical here, and it looks like it's arrowing out again. Let's see if I can get it to go that time. There we go. Okay, so we ended up in this red box right here. Refer to operator's quick reference guide for specific procedures. So we are going to click that we ended up in the red box. And then let's look at these specific procedures because I have a lot of folks who have called me when they come up with something that's nicotine. So let's just look through it. So processing acute hazardous waste. Nicotine is an acute hazardous waste. There are additional RCRA regulations which apply to damaged packages that are categorized as acute hazardous waste. Therefore, it's necessary to determine if a damaged package contains an acute hazardous waste prior to processing the waste through the DMP. Sorry about that. The following are steps for determining the processing of acute hazardous waste. 4 compounds has been identified as acute hazardous waste within the UPS small package system. Before placing damaged packages in the bag, determine if any of the following compounds are present. Nicotine, that's the one that we've got. So we're going to move on. Step 1, if the damaged package contains any of the above compounds, we are going to contact our CEC, our Corporate Environmental Coordinator, and follow our decision tree. So you're going to get on the phone, you're going to call whoever your environmental coordinator is. If you're not sure, your health and safety soup can tell you and get you in touch with them. So does the damaged package contain nitroglycerin, sodium azide, nicotine, or cyanide? Yes. Do not place any empty containers in the trash can. We're going to process with spill cleanup debris. Does the damaged package contain nicotine? Yes. Is the facility in AK is Alaska, California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Maine, Minnesota, or Vermont? If you're in any of those, you're going to continue on to step 3. So I know in the Northern Plains, we've got our Minnesota folks, but most of us are going to answer no to this. So we're going to go on to step 2. So step 2, if it contains nicotine and is not occurring in these states, we're going to separate intact containers. I'll let you guys read through this, but essentially what it says is that we are going to contact our corporate environmental coordinator. They're going to get us one of these nightshade recycling boxes and send it off to us. And then the instructions are right here on exactly how we use that nicotine recycling box, how to go through it, and then how to get it essentially out of our building so that we can get it taken care of as a damage. And then step 3, if you're in Minnesota, you would just come down here to step 3 and follow these procedures for whatever it is, nicotine in this case. So that's how we handle an acute hazardous waste. So can you find a copy of a previously submitted DMN and ETT? Do you know how to get into ETT and look for this previously submitted DMN? And I'll show you guys just real quick kind of how to get there. You need your temporary ID. And from your hazmat input page, we're going to click on search and update. And that's going to bring up this page right here. And we're always going to search by DMN temporary ID. So we're going to do United States. You're going to put in your SLIC number, and then you're going to put in the temporary ID number that you're looking for. So if it was created on 07/05/2024 01P, if that's the one you're looking for, and then down here you would click the search button and it would bring up the DMN for that package. So we're going to say yes. And if you have scuba in your facility, have you done your monthly don and doff? That is required if you have SCBA. If you do not have SCBA, just mark no. And last but not least, we're going to fill in our first and last name. We're going to put in our employee number correctly. I'm still getting probably 20 to 25 people per week that are not inputting their employee ID correctly. So please, before you hit submit, make sure that's correct. Drill down your division and your operation. You're going to hit this next button, and it's going to tell you that